Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Carrie and this is Book for Romance. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. I am so excited to talk to you guys today. Yes, we are doing a reading vlog. Not just one book, but we are doing 2 books. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am so excited. I am doing this with my girl, Crystal, from Crystal's Bookish Life. She is right here. She came and she asked me if we wanted to do a collab. I was like, absolutely. What would we like to do? We decided on doing a reading vlog and we decided on 2 books. So I'm really excited to see what she thinks. Yeah, we're going to go through all the prompts. One of them is going to be what I think Crystal will rate the book. So I'm really excited about that. So I'm excited to see what she thinks. So I'm going to link her video down below as well. They're dropping on the same day. So don't forget to check out hers as well. So that's going to be exciting to see what she's going to think of these books. Because I feel like me and Crystal read a lot of the same things. I'm excited to check it out. Okay, so the 2 books that we are reading are The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Clarissa Broadbent. And then the second one is A Kingdom of Stars and Shadows by Holly Renee. So this is how this is going to work, guys, because with reading vlogs, it's really hard for me not to give spoilers away. If you see me wear this sweatshirt or this shirt, it has like kind of like rainbow on it. You will know that I'm just kind of wrapping up the book. No spoilers would be said at that point. I'm going to talk about plot. I'm going to talk about what I would rate this on Goodreads. I'm going to talk about like what I recommended to a friend. And then I'm going to also talk about what I think Crystal would rate this book. So I'm going to talk about 4 different things. Now with spoilers, just to let you know, the further you go, the more spoiled you will get. I totally talk about all sorts of spoilers till the end. I will also put in the comments below exactly what numbers of like the non-spoiler things there are. So then you will know not to get spoiled. But the further along you go in the vlog, you will get spoiled. So you can fast forward to where you feel most comfortable with. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe if you guys like this content and want more of it. That'd be awesome, just because, you know, I just want to feel the love every once in a while. So anyways, let's get into the vlog. Okay, you guys, I'm 10% in on The Serpent and the Wings of Night. It's so far setting up pretty good. I am liking it, actually. The setup is good. You figure out how the Vampire King ends up adopting Aurora, and I'm at the part where she gets dropped into the tournament. So she actually, she didn't realize that, like, each time what do they call her? The goddess of death kind of surprises the tournament people and does something unexpected. So in this one, she ends up dropping Aurora 2 days early. So she's not expecting to be in this tournament so soon. I am definitely getting Hunger Games vibes in this, where it's like a fight to the death. So this is really an interesting story to where I feel like anything's gonna go. You know what I mean? Like, she's already killing off side characters. So it's gonna be really interesting how she's gonna rate this. I'm really super intrigued. I am super intrigued. One of the things that I thought was interesting was that the Vampire King calls her serpent. And it's kind of like almost a term of endearment for him, because she is one that will be slithering in the night and will come out of nowhere and kill you. So she is kind of like the human in this tournament, and she's hoping to be underestimated, which that to me screams all the good things about fantasy that I love. So let's continue and see where else it takes me. Okay, you guys, I'm about 50% into the book. And I'm definitely feeling those Sarah J. Maas vibes that people have been mentioning in other posts. Pretty much, I'm just feeling very like, not sure. I'm just not sure. Like, I see our hero Rain, and he's definitely like, I don't know if, like, obviously he's going to be a person to trust, but like, is he going to be an anti-hero? That's what I'm really questioning at this point right now. Her dad in this as the Vampire King, he's very interesting. He could go either way too. So is he villain? Is he friend or foe? We're just not sure yet. But it's really fascinating. Like, it's very interesting. I really like how the trials are going. And like, I like that they made her as a human and not as some like warrior princess where she's gonna go and desolate everyone. She's definitely showing weaknesses, and like, I'm surprised she has, like, she's getting injured through all these trials. I'm surprised she hasn't been like on the verge of death yet, but no, she's just been injured. I love just one of the side characters. She's so sweet. She has fire as one of her gifts. I'm like, she's going to be, I could tell already, she's going to be one of my favorite characters. But I'm going to continue reading onward and upward. So I'm at 50, a little under 50%, but we'll keep going and see where it takes me. Okay, you guys, I wanted to jump on here real fast. I'm probably about 60% of the book, and they are in this one trial, Rain and Aurea. And I wanted to mention this because this was totally genius by the author, where they're in this trial and they took this blood or whatever, and they're linked together. So kind of one goes down, the other goes down too. And I'm like, that is totally genius. I just wanted to mention that. I love that aspect to this book, that they're going through a trial, and if one gets injured, the other will get injured too. This is the first time I've pretty much seen something like this. So it was a spell that they drank before this trial that linked them together. I thought that that was really cool. So we'll see how the rest of this book goes. And yeah, so I think I'm about 60% in, and I feel like it's going to start picking up real quick here. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, you guys, I'm at 65%, and I wanted to put this on here really fast. It's pretty late at night, so that's why I'm kind of whispering. But I wanted to put this on here really fast because I'm making a prediction right now that Rain is the prince of one of the kingdoms. So I wanted to make that prediction before I heard any more, and that her dad is evil. Like, I'm already predicting this because he wants her to use her one wish to bind herself to him. And I feel like if she ends up binding herself to him, she's going to be like one of the most powerful humans or goddesses, or she's going to find that out. Like, this is my prediction. None of this could be right, but this is my prediction to what's going to happen. So I have about 35% left. But yes, that's my prediction, that her dad has kind of like raised her all this, the Vampire King being her like foster dad has raised her this whole time. But really, he needs her extra energy or something, where he was looking for her to begin with and found out that she is some sort of like oracle or something. This is my guess. I'm throwing it out there. Okay, bye guys. Okay, you guys, I just finished, and I wanted to give you my immediate thoughts after just finishing right now. And I totally called it on Rain. Like, spoilers all over the place. Spoilers all over the place. I'm not going to even pretend like I could get away with not giving spoilers out. But I called it on Rain. I was wrong about the Vampire King. Completely off by him. I did love at the very end, there was a trope. One of my favorite marriage of convenient tropes in there. Because she conveniently married him to save her own life. So I'm calling that marriage of convenience right away, because it's convenient for her to stay alive. So marriage of convenience for sure. But dang, I did love it. I did absolutely love it. I'm going to sleep on it and give you my final thoughts on everything. But yeah, I've got a lot of them. But I kind of want to like just soak it all in and dwell and really pick out the things I absolutely loved and the things that were shocking. Just, yeah, it was really good. I would definitely call Rain an anti-hero for sure. So yeah, I think I nailed his character for sure. I was definitely off about her father, and she ended up being a pretty wicked character too, because we got a big twist with her as well. So if I had to describe it, it's Hunger Games meet A Court of Mist and Fury with a little bit of a divergent in there, honestly. Okay, till tomorrow, guys. Final thoughts. Okay, so this is for all you non-spoilery people. This is a non-spoiler. First, we're going to talk about plot, what I thought of the plot. The plot for The Serpent of the Wings of Night was bomb. Like, this plot she did it such justice. I mean, like I had said, with all the combination of those other books, she just made it her own. It was really great. The idea of some of the ideas she put in there were brilliant. I think I mentioned a few ideas in the vlog, so I won't re-mention them, but she definitely had original takes on certain things for the fantasy world, and I really enjoyed that. So if you have not read this book yet, make sure you read it and then come back to the vlog. You can hear my ideas and what I really did enjoy. Predictions, I got one right, got one wrong. Okay, so for predictions, I was 50-50, but that's okay. Like sometimes I call it, sometimes I don't. So that's cool. Had great twists, it had great turns. The romance was, I wouldn't say it was a secondary plot, but it wasn't as focused as everything else in the book, and I was okay with that. That made the book just so much more. The second thing, ratings, 5 stars. Like, it's hard to create anything really negative about this book, but I'm sure there is. But I just looking back on it, I just think it was a really great read. I cannot wait for book 2. And with my level of excitement, it earned its 5 stars. Would I recommend it to a friend? Obviously. Like, it's 5 stars. Obviously, I would recommend it to a friend. And then, would Crystal like this book? My 4th prompt. And I'm like, heck yeah, girl, she's gonna like this book. Like, I know she's gonna like this book. There's no question about it. She will like this book. So I know Crystal, her reading taste. I know what she tends to like and not like. I've watched enough of her videos. So my prediction is, yes, she's gonna definitely like this book. So, okay, so now you guys are going to kick into my next vlog for book 2. Okay, you guys, I've officially started A Kingdom of Stars and Shadows by Holly Renee. And this is how much I knew about going into this book. 1, I know everybody has loved this book who has read it. 2, that it's some sort of like angsty romance with the Fae, and our main heroine is betrothed to this prince, and she really ends up liking his brother. Like, that is how much I've known going into this book. So I really don't know a ton. So right now I'm at the 10% mark, and we just learn about our heroine, and pretty much she feels like she's being like offered up to this Fae kingdom who is their enemy. So she feels like she's being sacrificed for all of their people. So that's pretty much where I'm at the 10%. She ends up running into this captain of the guard, which is really intriguing. And that she is starborn, and something is really spectacular and special about the starborn. So right now I'm at the 10% mark, where she's headed to her wedding to be married to the prince who is the future king of their enemy. So that's pretty much where I'm at right now. I will hop on here again at maybe like 40%, 50%, and give you an update there. But yeah, so far it's just the premise, the starting of the book. So there's nothing that really pops out to me that I should mention, but yeah, I'm real intrigued about this one. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, you guys, we are about 50% in. I'm going to spout these names off really fast, or else I'm going to forget them. We have Adara, which is the main heroine, Gavriel, which is the prince that she's supposed to be married to, and Everin, who is probably our main hero and the one she's actually attracted to. It's really funny because when I was like trying to do this 50% like check-in, I couldn't remember anybody's name because they keep calling the main heroine the Starblessed, so they don't really use her name a lot. And when I went to go look at Goodreads, because I didn't want to lose my spot where I was in my Kindle for like the actual book, no one, like seriously, no one posted the hero or heroine's name. So I had to go back in my Kindle and figure out who the hero and heroine and what they were called. So I thought that was really interesting. But for the most part, this is a very character-driven book. Like, the plot to me is pretty much about her having to marry Gavriel, the prince, but her really wanting to be with his brother. Like, at the 50% marks, there is a lot of angst, but like, for the most part, like, they describe like a threat to the kingdom where the vampires and there's a threat to the kingdom, but we haven't really seen a lot of this threat. We just know it's out there. You know what I mean? And for me, like, that's okay. It's not my favorite because I like character driven books, but I like a little bit more of a plot than just the characters driving the whole book of like, oh, we can't be together because I am the brother to the prince, or the queen will kill us. Like, I need a little bit more than that, but we'll see. Like, so far it's good, but I think the problem is I read The Serpent and the Wings of Night first, and I really like so amazing. So I kind of feel bad for this book because it's a hard act to follow. So we'll see how I go with this one. But so far it's okay. It's not, we'll see how the other 50% pans out, but for right now, it's just okay to me. Okay. Okay, you guys, I'm at like 70% right now, and I have to admit, like, I had to jump on here really quickly because, yeah, there was something that just happened to the main heroine, and this is spoilers all around, but she had, like, it's like the Fae are kind of like vampires where they take blood to make them more powerful. And our main heroine was held down, her arm was slit open, and not the hero, but the prince, Gabriel, that she's betrothed to, but not really, she doesn't really like him, ended up forcefully taking her blood. And it's supposed to be very like, what is it? A sensual act, I guess is a good way to put it. And like, for me, like, it just screams like assault. Like, and I'm sorry, like, I am just not a huge fan of that, you guys. So just be aware if this is something you're reading and like you don't like heroines being like assaulted against their will or any sort of like, for me, it's like anything on someone's body that's taken without consent is assault to me. But like body parts, sexual assault, any sort of things that are taken against your will that is in your body, like that to me is some sort of assault. So, yeah, right now I'm at, what is it? 70%. I'm probably going to finish the book. I can't say my stomach turned after reading that part. I just don't like it. But we'll keep going and we'll go from there. Okay, immediate thoughts after reading this book. I just finished. I am completely done. And I have to admit, they turned it around, okay? I really like the aspect of him being the hero, because he ended up being from the vampire court. So he was actually the prince of the vampire court. So his mother, who was the queen of the vampire court, and the king of the Fae court, they ended up getting together and making the prince who is our hero. And I really loved how he was a double agent. So I did love that. But now we kind of are left with our heroine feeling totally betrayed by both courts. And for me, I wasn't sure if I was going to continue with the series, but now that you've learned that our heroine is the hero's fated mate, odds are I'm going to continue with it, even though it wasn't my favorite. Now that at the 90% mark is where the plot started coming into play. And it's like, okay, now she gave us plot at the 90% mark. Like, now I want to know what's going to happen with the two kingdoms. But the fact of the matter is the first 90% of the book is character driven, of like, to see who she's going to end up with or who she's going to pick between the prince and his brother. So again, like, it's really late at night. So do I know the names of any of these characters? No, I don't. I don't know why I cannot retain the name. It's Adara and Everin. I'm sorry. Like, for me, like, Those are the hardest names to remember. I don't know why. Any names that are not like constantly said in a book or like constantly repeated, for some reason, I just cannot remember to save my life. But anyway, so that is my immediate final thoughts. I will get on here the next day and tell you exactly what I think of the full book. And yeah, so anyways, talk soon. Okay, so we're finishing up with the reading vlog, guys. I'm going to talk about plot for this one. This one, I think the plot was very character driven. And for me, that I wanted more of a plot. We're going to say that. Like, it was focused kind of on one aspect instead of like intermixing certain like plots to it, to where since it was so focused on just one element of this plot, that it just kind of wasn't as strong as it could have been. And we're going to say that for the first 90%, it was focused on one thing. And like for me, like it reminded me of when Sarah J. Maas did her, the Crescent City series. The action happened at the last 90%. So with that being said, for the plot, like my rating for this is going to settle at like a 3.8. And I think it's going to be a solid 3.8 because of, it got the 3.8 because of the 90% on, you know what I'm saying? That I think that was fair just because of things that happened in the book. So if you haven't read this book yet, make sure like once you do, you'll see why I rated it at a 3.8. And then would I recommend this to a friend? I would probably, because I'm going to read book 2. So in the aspect of would I recommend this to a friend, I would have to read book 2 first. And if book 2 totally tanks, then no, I would not recommend this to a friend. But if book 2 picks up with more of the plot being focused on the last from 90% on, then yes, I would probably recommend this to a friend. So this would all hinge on book 2. And then would Crystal like this one? I'm going to say she's going to probably rate it around what I'm rating it, to be honest. Like, I don't think she's going to love it. But I don't think she's going to just think it's going to be an okay read. I think that's what Crystal will rate it. She's going to think it's an okay. That's what I think. I don't know what she's going to if she loves it, sorry girl, but yeah, I think she's going to think it's just okay. Especially after following The Serpent in the Wings of Night. I feel so bad for this book, because how do you follow that? You know what I'm saying? You go from a 5-star read and then this follows it. It makes me feel sad for this book, but it is what it is. It's how reading goes. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. Oh my gosh, if you made it till the end, thank you so much for watching. And please like and subscribe. And if you're new to my channel, and yeah, until next time, thanks guys, and we'll chat soon. Bye.